Hello and welcome back. It's Karynjean. Thank you for being here with me today. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, and please subscribe. I would love that. I would love that. Because I laugh at myself all the time, and hopefully you will laugh at me as well, right? I'm just cleaning up a little bit here. So last time we did 6 of our 9 clusters. We're going to finish up those 3 clusters right now. The ones here we haven't done. And then we are going to do pockets, 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 pockets. I am, yes, a little bit disorganized because everything is the way it was, and this is the next day. I need to, hold on, grab something. Okay, so this is what I figured we could do for these 3 that remain, right? Right, and I put my sweater on because I was chilly, and now I'm going to take my sweater off. I can't make up my mind. Oh, I gave the doggo a bath this morning. She hates the bath. I usually have to fight with her to get her in the bathroom, right? She knows something's up and she runs. But she's a good girl, you know. She's a pit bull. She weighs like 65 pounds. And with my shoulder, I certainly cannot pick her up. What I was going to do is I'm just going to cut some of this. See how we have it here, but I thought we would just like have it go in the back. So anyway, yeah, so she eventually did get in the tub on her own because she's a good girl like that. Of course, tubs. I usually take her. We have a independent pet store near here, and they have I guess a grooming room that, you know, you get it for half an hour for like, I don't know, $12 or $15. It's a really good deal. And they have everything there. So why make your house a mess when you could make their grooming room a mess? Quite honestly, they have everything there. You don't need to bring anything. The towels, the shampoo, the whole shmagegi. But taking her, because like I said, she's a pit bull. She's very, very strong. And I have nerve damage. I'm right-handed, and of course I have nerve damage in my right shoulder, going down my arm, in my neck, the whole thing. So, yeah, so it's just easier to do it at home in one respect because then she is not distracted by the other animals in the pet store and all the treats at nose level and everything else. And she's a pit bull. She's very strong. She pulls, and I, quite honestly, she's too strong for me. And of course, she's not very well behaved. I don't want to say she's not well behaved. She's a good girl. Pit bulls are smart and stubborn, and that is Bella to a T. So she had her tubby, right? She had her bath here at home. I didn't even attempt to get out the blow dryer because that would send her. I mean, she was just shaking the entire time she was in the tub. And the blow dryer would send her into overdrive in that respect, even with the medication she takes. So yeah, my dog has an anxiety disorder. She takes medication for her anxiety. That might be too samey of the colors. But anyway, so my shoulder is, of course, a bit sore. Go figure. Now this, I thought I'd be able to do it. I don't want mushrooms, although it is a cooking journal. See, these have some brightness to them with those things. These things, I could cut off a label and put something on the label. I don't know. What would that be? What would that be? I do not want to lose the theme of the, oh, this must be the cat. Yeah, it's the cat. I don't want to lose the theme of the journal, right? I don't want to lose the theme of the journal. What do we have down here? What do we have here? Enclosure. Nope. So these are the field notes and these are the mini field notes. Let's go to mini field notes. Mini field notes might be too mini though. So the dog is now hiding out in the basement. I was, well, that's too small though. Let's go back to regular field notes. I was just laying down for a little while, resting my shoulder for a little bit after our ordeal. And she was, of course, right beside me because she is a Velcro pet. But sometimes she does go downstairs to hide out in her corner. Oh, that looks like that got cut off somehow. I'm just making sure. You should all be in this field of vision. Hopefully. I realized in some of my past ones, I did not have the camera in the right spot. And because I work, obviously I pull things down here to me. So I need to make sure when I'm working that I have the camera down here to me. Oh my goodness, going through this. I don't want, obviously this is Tim Holtz stuff. You can tell just by looking at it that it is Tim Holtz stuff. They were in the mini field notes, so they have to be in here too. I know I didn't use them. And then we're going to do pockets, pockets, pockets. Did I say that? Pockets, pockets, pockets. I have paper out. That's what I was doing actually when I was resting. I was going through my 12 by 12 paper pads, which are paper, not cardstock weight, to, here comes the cat whacking me in the shoulder. Not in the shoulder, on the arm. He wants scritches. He wants to be scratched. I go to pick him up and he runs away. Okay, am I getting the right spot? Am I getting the right spot? I must be because he's not moving. Okay, there. I need my hand back. I need my hand back. Oh, here he comes back again. Okay, so there's that one. Let's pull out that one. We don't want enclosure. Oh, thank you, Copper. It's just, what? What do you want? He comes out when the dog is not around. That's when he's brave. He's really insistent right now. What? What? Hi. So see, this is also Tim Holtz paper, which is why these things are kind of disappearing in the background. It needs something a little bit brighter. Oh, I thought I had such a good idea. This cat, this cat, this cat. I thought I had such a good idea. I thought I was going to be able to consecutive number. Okay, let's just, well, let's see what we have here. The Copper, what can I do for you? There. So there's one. We already have the little milk jug. I was calling it a milk bottle the other day. Sometimes my brain and my mouth don't work on the same wavelength. Trucks are cute, but they're kind of big. Heart, truck, and what can we put there? Not a heart or a truck. Oh, now he's getting into something again. Copper, what are you doing over there? Hey. Oh, there's something underneath. All right, I'll be right back. I am back and no more the wiser about what to do here. I'll just stick that one down. Get a little Fabrifix on that. Oh, and the cat is back. The cat is back. This is the same, kind of like a little price sticker that we had on the, I'm going to regret this, that we had put on our jar of flowers in the book. Let's see if I can get this off. Rub it off. Oh, now he's over fussing with the fabric. Honestly. Curiosity killed the cat, remember? Oh, look at the mess I just made. Okay, so there we have our 9 clusters. Now, I don't want to put them in the book just yet. I want to make the pockets. And, oh, gracious goodness. I'm just pushing things aside. Okay, just going to put these aside. Don't want to lose them. Okay, pockets. Here I have pulled out, like I said, I went through my paper pads to see, and this is actual paperweight, and this is from the Atlas. To get colors that would kind of match. I had the little 6x6 paper pad with me, right? Just to try to make sure I was matching colors. The colors would be okay. All right, so there are lots of different pockets that we can do. I am going to, one of them requires 4 different types of paper. So I will get out the 4 different types of paper. There. Okay. We're going to set that aside for the moment. Another one. All right. So those, I don't want to get them confused. Okay. So, let me see if I can remember now. Let me see if I can remember what we're doing. This is 12. I need to cut off. One way to do it is I need to cut off 1 inch. So let me first cut off 1 inch here. And cut off 1 inch to make it 11, because we're going to fold it in half, which would make it 5.5. Let's cut off a little bit more. Let's cut off 1.5 inches. Make sure it's going to fit on the page. So now, wait a second. So this is, so we're folding it in half this way, right? And then we're going to fold it up like, I don't think we're folding it all the way up. Are we folding it all the way up? We could. All right, I don't think it's all the way up. I'm going to fold it up like leaving 1 inch up. And then we're just going to, and I saw this on, this might be not enough. I saw this on Treasure Books, Natasha over at Treasure Books. That gets folded in, and that gets folded in. Like so, like so. And this gets folded in. Like so. And we're going to fold this in too, just to keep with the, okay, boom. And then that is going to be a pocket, hopefully. Let me just find a page that is just, because this is 5.5, that's why I took it down a little bit. I wanted it to pretty much cover the page, right? So there we go. I am going to ink around all this. So this is one way to do a pocket. I'm going to ink around it, and I'm not going to use ground espresso. Surprise, surprise. I'm going to use my vintage photo over here. Get out vintage photo. Vintage photo. Okay, and so for me, I wanted the pocket to cover more or less the entire page to make it big pockets, right? You can cut it down to however big or small you want it, or whatever size paper you're using. I think this is the one. I've been watching different ones. Pam at the Paper Outpost is always a good inspiration, right? And who else? Pam at the Natasha, Treasure Books. These are the people I follow the most, I guess. Well, I don't even know. Because sometimes it takes, I don't watch videos. Sometimes I don't watch videos for months. You know, it all depends. And then what we're going to do is we're going to glue all this down. Now, I'm thinking that, no, I'm just going to glue the whole thing down. You know, this is just folding. Folding paper. We're just folding paper. And it's also a good stash buster, right? You could do this with scraps. You don't have to, you could do this with 4 separate sheets of paper. If you had paper all the same size and you were trying to, you know, do a scrap buster. The one that we're going to use the 4 separate sheets of paper on, that is from Pam at the Paper Outpost. And that certainly could be a scrap buster. I'm going to modify what she did just a touch. But the idea, and you could also use cardstock now, but that's going to add a lot of bulk, right? That's going to add a lot of bulk. Landscapers are at it again today in the neighborhood. Okay, so there's that. Now we need to glue down this side right there. Okay. And we need to glue down this side right here. Okay. We also need to, whoops, glue this down. Whoops, way too far over in this here. Let's try that again. And then I also want to glue this down. There. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets once we glue it into the book. Now, what do I have? So that's one. Okay, I like that, and we could decorate that too. But I'm going to set that aside for the moment, or maybe not. What can we decorate it with? I don't know. We'll figure out something. Roast beef. My roast beef recipe. I love roast beef. Should probably tear the edges. 300 degrees. Okay, let me read this recipe. I always cook things at 350. 2 or 3 rib roast of beef. Mine are boneless. Don't baste or turn it. Rare, 18 to 20 minutes a pound. Medium, 22 to 25 minutes a pound. My mother always said 20 minutes a pound, 350, whatever you're cooking. My mother also liked things rare. So, roast beef. Okay. They're right outside my window, right next to the neighbors. I think they're like, might be 10 feet between my house and my neighbor's house. Well, maybe 15. All right, so that's one pocket. Another pocket is, and I might need more paper. Another pocket is, let me think. Again, Pam at the Paper Outpost. It was, she used an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, but I don't know what the finished size of that pocket is. So let us play. Let me take out a piece of this. Let me take this out and trim this off here. Just get that rough edge away. This is not, ooh, seems to be about 12 inches. How big is this piece of paper? Let's measure it. It's over 12 inches. It is 12, about 12 and a quarter by, all right, I'm going to chop this down a little over an inch. Right? 8.5 by 11. It's not 8.5 by 11. Trim it down a little bit here. All right, now it's more or less 8.5 by 11. It's not 8.5 by 11, but more or less 8.5 by 11. And what she did was, I think she folded it. I'm sorry, I was distracted. My phone was ringing. Folded it like this. This is going to be too skinny. And then she tore it. She took it to the fold and about right. And you do that. Let me see what, I'm trying to remember what she did. Oh, right. Okay, and then you fold it in half. So it is going to be 1/4. All right, however long it is, it's going to be 1/4 that size. And then you fold this over. So you have this pocket here and pocket here, like a Z shape, and then a tuck pocket here. This is cute. This only measures, though, like 3 inches wide. I don't want something 3 inches wide, right? 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay. But the largest paper I have is 12 by 12, so the biggest I'm going to get this is 3 inches, unless we use 2 separate pieces of paper. Unless we use 2 separate pieces of paper. Or, well, no, because of the way that's folded. I was going to say not fold it in half and just do it, fold it in half this way. But then you need a deeper cut. Let's just try this. I don't know. Let's experiment. Let's play. So there's that fold. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I know it's sloppy. I'll neaten it up. I just want to see if it's going to work. So we fold it like, no, it's still not going to work. Okay, there's the fold. Oh, it's still not going to work because it's only coming over half. So we would need to do it with 2 separate pieces of paper. Okay. Because I want mine wider. I don't want mine. I want mine about this width. How big is this? This is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 4. I want, yeah, because the page is 5.5. I want these pockets to be big. So, 2 separate pieces of paper. Because of this. Although, so that is, I'm trying to figure out. So if I wanted 4 inches, this top piece of paper is going to have to be bigger than 4 inches. This top piece of paper is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It needs to be 8 inches. So the top piece of paper needs to be twice the size of the bottom piece of paper. We could still use a 12 by 12 piece of paper on this. All right, let's give it a go. So 4 inches and 8 inches, but I do not need it to be, all right, first I'm going to chop this in half because because of the height of it, right? The height. It's, the pages are 8.5 this way, but I don't need it 8.5 that way. 6 inches will be fine. Am I still going to be able to do this with a 12 by 12 piece of paper? Let's see. Well, she used an 8.5 by 11. Let's see if we can do it with a 12 by 12. Okay. So there's that. I want it 4 inches. I like my mini rotary, but I don't like this over here because this should be white. This should be white. I could probably put I have a masking tape that is a ruler, and I could probably put that there. That's 4 by 6. That's 4 by 6. So then this one needs to be, and I'm going to tear it this way. Hopefully this is, just tear it along the ruler. So I'm putting the ruler at the point there, and I'm giving it, I don't know, about an inch down here. And hopefully, let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's keep our fingers crossed on this one. So it would go like that and like that. Yeah. And actually, silly me, did not need to do that, did I? No, I did not need to do that. I did not need to do that because this is 12 inches. So let's try it with this. Let's try it with this, with the 6 by 12. We're going to fold it over 4 inches. There's about 4 inches. We're going to fold it over about there. About there. Okay. Just to get that fold. There's that fold. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Right? Right. More or less. More or less. And I'm going to rip it. There. Sometimes it takes me a minute to figure out how silly I'm being. It's not a very big pocket, though. Maybe I want a bigger pocket. And then I have all this left over, so, which I can wrap around. Glue it on the back. Let me pull it here a little bit. I suggest you go look at Pam at the Paper Outpost. Okay, so here's one pocket that I am, and I'm going to wrap this around so I can glue it on the back to give this front pocket a little bit more room. It's still not a very big pocket for me, though. I want a wider pocket. I'll trim this, neaten this up. I want a wider pocket, but I'll keep this one. All right, let's pull this out. Let's neaten up this just a little bit there. And, oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Early morning frogs. Okay, let's get this here. I just want to neaten up that torn edge there. And then I'm going to wrap around and glue in the back anyway. Okay. And let's use some vintage photo. To do this. And we have this is obviously cardstock. You can get cardstock double-sided. Regular weight paper double-sided is, I have not found it easy to come by. Let me say that. I have not found it easy to come by. I don't know if it exists, quite honestly. Excuse me, unless you print it out yourself. Then I guess you can have double-sided regular weight paper. But, you know. Okay. So this is one pocket. So I'm going to glue it down here. And here. On the bottom and the side. Don't mess with me there. And then this one I am gluing down on the bottom, and then this is the fold over, so I am gluing it there just to give this bottom pocket a little bit more room. There. And let me I'll thumb notch it now. I don't always forget to thumb notch it, but I frequently forget to thumb notch it before I put it all together. Okay, so there's another type of pocket. These are bits of paper that I'm just going to set aside. I can use them in something. So we have this pocket. I like that this is nice and big, and whoops, there. Make sure we have lots of room there. This pocket, not so big, but you can put littler things in it. And I'm going to work on making this a bigger pocket. But if I want to make it wider, then I'm probably going to have to use 2 different pieces of paper. Because if I want it like, this isn't even 4 inches wide. If I want it like 4.5 inches wide, then I'm going to have another piece of paper, like a 9-inch piece of paper to do that. Or just use different, use scraps, right? just use your scraps. They could be, now that I have all these scraps, you could use the different papers. It doesn't have to all be the same paper. So there's that pocket. Now, what else am I doing? I will move this stuff aside. Another thing Pam did is she did a staggered pocket. She had 4 different pieces of paper, and she cut one 1 inch, one 2 inches, one 3 inches, one 4 inches, right, wide by however high, and then they just became side tucks like that. So, and we can do that, and I think I already have, although I picked out those. This is 1.5 inches, and I'm going to make mine, I'm going to start with 1.5 inches. So 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, and 4.5 on a 5.5 inch page. I like that. Okay, so which ones are we going to use? Because I have this one. So we can do, it'll go like this, like that. Yeah, we'll do that one. Okay, put this one aside. So, first off, I need to, well, let me just cut them. So that's 1.5. Let me cut this one down to be 2.5. And 3.5. And here we go again. All right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to put that tape up there. Problem solved. All right, 2.5. This is 3. Oh, which color do we want? Do we want that one? Do we want, I think we wanted this one. I think we want the lighter one. 3.5, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, and 4.5. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside just for a second. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we need to, it's 12 inches. I want to take out, I want it to be, the book is 8.5. Let's make it, let's put all these. So let's cut off 4 inches. Because again, we want big pockets. Pockets. 4 inches. And then I'm going to, I should have made this one a little bit bigger. I'm going to make this one 2 inches. Where is it? What did I do with it? Oh, that was just a scrap at 1.5 inches. Because I don't want the, all right, so what I'm going to do then is, I'll cut this at 2 inches. Use this one. I'll keep that scrap for something else. Because what I want to do is, I want to not, I want the pockets to be as roomy as possible, so I'm going to fold over the bottom and the sides, and it'll come clear to you hopefully in a second. So 8.5, I could keep it at 8.5 and then fold in, or I could make it 6, 7. Let's cut off 5 inches. Let's cut off 5 inches. I know, this is, All right, those are, hello. Those are scraps. Those are scraps. These need to be cut. There. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I am going to score all these. What Pam did. First, let me show you what Pam did, okay? Basically, you have your paper like this. Let me pull this piece out. You have your paper like this. And you just glue it all down the sides here. Glue each piece down the bottom. Round corners or not, thumb notch or not. And then you glue it on the page. And then it's all glued down. But you're losing, you know, that it's not as wide as it looks. So what I'm doing is I am making it to fold over, not as a gusseted pocket, but just to not lose those spaces. So I'm going to fold each side. The sides are 1/2 inch on the 3 larger pieces, okay? I hope this is making sense as I go. So the sides are 1/2 inch. I'm not folding up the bottoms on the 3. I am, because I'm going to be folding up the bottom on the skinniest one, the top one, if you will. And that will keep all the others in place, if that makes sense to you. Okay, so this one, which is the one on the bottom, I'm scoring 1/2 inch on 3 sides, and also 1/2 inch here, like so. Now, put that away. Put the big scissors away. Get out the little scissors. And I am going to do my little triangulate the corners, right? There. And, okay, I'm going to fold these in, each one unto itself, like so. Hopefully this is going to work. Hopefully this is going to work. Fold this one in. Get my little... There. Okay. And fold this one in. And fold this one in. This way, I could, these will be glued down and you have the full width of the pocket. And that is what I'm looking for. So I'm going to fold this in. Boom. Okay, like that. And then this one is going to go on top, right? Like so. This one is on top, like so. And this one is on top, like so. And then these are all going to get folded in. Chomp off these corners. And it's there. These are going to get folded in. Let me move this down a little bit. I chopped off the corners in the wrong spot. And this is getting folded up here. And these are getting folded in here like this. And then what I'll do is I'll glue these down to each other on the outside here. And then this will all be glued down onto the page. And there will be your pockets. Boom, bada, boom, bada, boom, bada. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to, are we going to notch? Are we going to notch? Do we want to notch? Notch, notch, notch. Let's notch. Let's just put some little notches here. Just a little bit. Here we go. This is what This is what we're going to do to make sure that they're all in the same spot. We're doing this. We're going to put those all like that. And this should be able to go through 4 pieces of paper like that. And now the notches are all in the same spot. Then we're going to vintage photo again. We will vintage photo it again. Okay, there's 1. There's 2, and this is the fossilized amber color paper. All right. There's 3. And here's 4. Okay, now let's get these all lined up. These first 3 anyway. All lined up. Okay. And I'm gonna glue here. And we're gonna glue here on that flap. And we're gonna do the same over here. We're gonna do the same over here. Glue that down and glue that down. Okay, now we are placing this one like so. And we are going to glue it down right here. Whoops. Right there. Okay. And we're going to glue it down right there. Bingo. And then we're going to glue. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure it's all going to lay flat without buckling. Something's buckling. There. And those notches are not centered, and this one looks a little crooked. And of course, it's the one that's striped that looks crooked. I'm not going to worry about that because they're going to have stuff in them, and then you're not going to notice that anyway. Okay, and that is going to be another pocket in the journal. So, where's the journal? Here's the journal. And now let's see about putting these in the journal. And this could go, it could go on this side. Put these away. The cat is whacking me in the arm again. That has the belly band in it. This is, let's put it here. Hello, cat. Now he's on my feet. Okay, I'm going to put it there. The cat comes out when the dog is not out. I should have cut those down. Cut those in a little bit, but I didn't. All right. We're going to put it right here. Right there. So that is... there we go. Pockets, pockets. There's 4 pockets right there. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to take a sip of water. Okay. Oh, pardon me. Now, there are these pockets as well. And we have that one in that signature. So this one will, I don't know, let's share the love, right? Let's share the love. Pocket there, pocket there. Let me flip back to the end of the second signature because I like it there, but on this paper, but I don't need it opposite the page of pockets there. And we will put it here. And like that. So by putting, and you understand what I'm saying, but when we glue down the sides like this, we lose all this space in the pocket. So although the pocket might measure over 4 inches or whatever, you're losing probably about overall a ½ an inch or more because of the glue down the sides, right? So this pocket measures, not even 4 inches. This pocket measures 3 5/8 on the outside, but the opening is not going to be 3 5/8. The opening is going to be more like, 3 1/4 if we're lucky. That's what I mean when I say those things. All right, so, and now we have this one. Garden of Earthly Delights. And actually, we can put it here. We do still see some of that shorthand. Okay, I think I like it there. I think I like it there. Yeah, it gives it something. So for this one, we are gluing down here. Around we go. Like so. And these are nice big pockets. Oh, excuse me. And to decorate, of course, we have all this stuff from the book. It's not the book itself, the paper pad itself. Farm to Table. We could put that there. We could layer it up with something behind it. We can go in here and take out a mushroom, right? I don't know. I don't like mushrooms, so mushrooms don't do much for me. Farm to Table. Boom. All right, we'll do that. Because we also have this big area here that we can then decorate and embellish. Okay. And because this is folded, we go all the way to the side, but see, we've lost some on the bottom there. And then Farm to Table. Like so. They've been out there for a while, and that yard is not that big. I have no idea what they're doing. Okay, so there's that. Nice big pockets, 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 pockets. Let us go back to, what did we do here in the first one? There, I put it right there. Now, are we going to decorate or embellish this in any way? I don't know. If we do, we don't have that much room to do it in. So, what is this? Welcome to my kitchen. That's actually would be a good belly band, so let's not use that one. There was something else, though, here that had roast beef. My roast beef recipe keeps on popping up. Where was it? No, I'll put that there. Here it is. There was this one. There was this. There was this, which is country style pork or something. Which is too wide. We'd have to trim it down, no problem. But, yeah, I'm not sure what, if any, what, if anything, we want to decorate this with. I mean, we could stick another mushroom down here. That mushroom's kind of big, but we could do that. Here's smaller mushrooms, right? We could do that. Do it here. I don't know. And I'm not hearing you. What are you saying? Oh, excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and see, here's an actual price sticker, 65 cents. I'm going to pull that out, and I'm probably going to forget it. That's too big for that. I was thinking we could do that. Flowers. We could do that. All right, let's just glue that down there. And I'm not going to, it's actually I might as well. There. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, a weak spot. Thank you very much. Oh, for heaven's sakes. There. And we still have that tuck spot. I didn't want to lose that. Okay. And then in our, here we go. We have this one. Now the big space is here in the middle, so we have to be careful about, or mindful. I don't want to say careful. We just need to, because things are going to be going in and out of it on top. So, oh, I like that. It's the same color as those flowers. Well, that was easy enough. Let's see if we have one a little bit smaller. I like those colors. Here, let's look through together instead of me looking. Let's see. No, I like this because it takes up most of the white space. All right. Go with your gut. Always go with your gut instincts. That, if I give anybody any advice, that's what it's going to be. Go with your gut instincts. Like when you're taking tests and stuff, never go back and change your answers. Never. Because when we think about things, that's when we start to second guess ourselves. And our gut, here, and I'm really just making sure I'm pressing all that glue around to get all the edges. Here. Okay. Let's see. An hour. Once again, we're at an hour. So I will end this here. And we will, I'm not sure what we'll do next when we come back. Maybe stick those clusters in and make more pockets and pull together some ephemera, right? We still put a little something, something there. We could still put a little something, something there. Hold on. That should be an easy peasy thing to do. And I might make more pockets of what we just did off camera. And then when we come back together, we can put them in and decorate and stuff like that and make, I think it folded over onto itself. It did. Make ephemera. So this is Karynjean trying to, there, pull up that thing that folded over. Karynjean from Ex Libris Crafts. Thanks for being here. I'll catch you next time.